Imagine a sunny family vacation in Portugal, a place filled with laughter, relaxation, and unforgettable memories. For the McCann family, this dream trip turned into their worst nightmare. It was the evening of May 3, 2007, in the tranquil town of Praia da Luz. Kate and Jerry McCann put their 3 children to bed in apartment 5A at the Ocean Club Resort. They headed to a nearby tapas restaurant, just 50 meters away, checking on the kids every 20 minutes. Everything seemed normal. But at 10 p.m., their lives changed forever. Kate returned to the apartment to find the window open, the curtains fluttering, and her 3-year-old daughter, Madeleine, gone. In a frantic state, she screamed, "They've taken her." This chilling moment sparked one of the most high-profile missing person cases in history. What happened to Madeleine? Was she abducted, or is there a darker truth hidden beneath the surface? Stay with us as we unravel the mystery of Madeleine McCann, a case that captured the world's attention, left investigators baffled, and raised questions that remain unanswered to this day. It was supposed to be a dream vacation. The McCann family had traveled to the beautiful seaside town of Praia da Luz, Portugal, for a relaxing getaway. Kate and Jerry McCann, along with their 3 children, 3-year-old Madeleine and her 2-year-old twin siblings, were staying at the Ocean Club Resort. May 3, 2007, started like any other day on vacation, filled with laughter, sunshine, and quality family time. That evening, Kate and Jerry put their kids to bed in apartment 5A before heading to a nearby tapas restaurant with their friends. The restaurant was only 50 meters away, and the group had agreed to take turns checking on the sleeping children every 20 to 30 minutes. Everything seemed fine, until it wasn't. At 10 p.m., when Kate went back to the apartment to check on her children, she made a discovery that would haunt her forever. The window in the room was open, the curtains were blowing in the wind, and Madeleine's bed was empty. She was gone. In a state of panic, Kate ran back to the restaurant, shouting, "They've taken her." Chaos erupted as the resort staff, other guests, and eventually the police began searching for Madeleine. But despite their frantic efforts, there was no sign of her. What happened that night? Was Madeleine abducted by a stranger? Did someone close to her know more than they were revealing? Or could the truth be even darker? This is the story of Madeleine McCann, a disappearance that shook the world, left countless questions unanswered, and remains one of the most baffling mysteries to this day. The investigation into Madeleine McCann's disappearance began immediately, but from the very start, it was riddled with critical missteps and controversies that would haunt the case for years to come. When Kate McCann screamed, "They've taken her," chaos erupted at the Ocean Club Resort. Resort staff, guests, and locals joined the frantic search. However, those early hours were crucial, and the delay in involving law enforcement may have cost valuable time. Portuguese police arrived on the scene, but their response was far from perfect. The apartment was not immediately sealed off as a crime scene. Instead, it became a hub of activity, with people coming in and out, contaminating potential evidence. Despite the chaos, the police initially treated the case as an abduction. Their theory was supported by an eyewitness who reported seeing a man carrying a child in pajamas near the apartment around 9:15 p.m., just 45 minutes before Kate discovered Madeleine missing. But this lead failed to provide any concrete evidence or suspects. Then, attention shifted. Within weeks, whispers began to circulate about the McCanns themselves. Portuguese investigators started to suspect that Kate and Jerry may have been involved. This theory gained traction when cadaver dogs, brought in from the UK, alerted to the scent of a dead body inside the apartment and near Kate's belongings. However, no physical evidence ever confirmed this suspicion, and the McCanns denied any involvement, stating that their focus was solely on finding their daughter. Meanwhile, the investigation struggled with a lack of resources and coordination. Communication between Portuguese police and British authorities was often strained, leading to delays in critical actions. Public pressure mounted as the media descended on Praia da Luz, turning the case into a global spectacle. Speculation ran rampant, with theories ranging from a botched burglary to a planned abduction by a child trafficking ring. In 2013, 6 years after Madeleine's disappearance, the case was reopened under Operation Grange, a special task force created by the UK's Scotland Yard. This brought new energy to the investigation. A key breakthrough was a sketch of a potential suspect, described as a man carrying a child near the apartment. This man was believed to be Christian Bruckner, a German sex offender living in the area at the time. In 2020, German authorities officially named Bruckner as a prime suspect. Investigators discovered he had lived in a van near Praia da Luz and had a history of crimes against children. But, as with previous leads, no hard evidence tied him directly to Madeleine's disappearance. To this day, the investigation into Madeleine McCann's disappearance remains open, with law enforcement pursuing every potential lead. But the critical mistakes in those first 48 hours have cast a long shadow over the case, leaving more questions than answers. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann sparked numerous theories and led investigators to identify a range of suspects over the years. Some were credible, others speculative, but none were conclusive. Let's dive into the suspects and theories that have shaped this case into one of the most complex mysteries in modern history. One of the earliest theories was that Madeleine was abducted by a stranger. The McCanns and their friends believed this from the start, given the open window and the eyewitness account. At 9:15 p.m. on May 3, 2007, Jane Tanner, one of the McCann's friends, reported seeing a man walking briskly near the apartment, carrying a child in pajamas. This man became a central figure in the investigation, and a composite sketch was released to the public. However, years later, it was revealed that this individual was likely a tourist returning from the resort's childcare center with his own child, eliminating him as a suspect. Despite this, the theory of a premeditated abduction remained strong. Praia da Luz was a popular tourist spot, and investigators considered the possibility that a child trafficking ring could have targeted Madeleine. It was speculated that she might have been abducted and transported out of Portugal within hours, making it nearly impossible to track her down. One of the most controversial and polarizing theories was the idea that Kate and Gerry McCann were somehow involved in their daughter's disappearance. Portuguese investigators became suspicious after cadaver dogs alerted to the scent of a dead body in the McCann's apartment and near Kate's belongings. This led authorities to consider whether Madeleine might have died in an accident and that her parents staged the abduction to cover it up. However, this theory faced significant backlash. There was no concrete evidence to support these claims, and Kate and Gerry vehemently denied any involvement. The McCanns worked tirelessly to clear their names and focus attention back on finding their daughter. They launched a global campaign, raising millions of dollars and enlisting the help of private investigators. Still, the theory of parental involvement continues to spark debate among the public. Another theory suggested that Madeleine may have been the unintended victim of a burglary gone wrong. The McCann's apartment was on the ground floor and had an unlocked patio door, making it an easy target for thieves. There were reports of increased burglaries in the area during that time, and 2 suspicious men were seen loitering near the apartment days before the disappearance. However, if this was a burglary gone wrong, why take Madeleine? Was she simply in the wrong place at the wrong time? In 2020, German authorities named Christian Bruckner as the prime suspect in Madeleine's disappearance. Bruckner, a convicted sex offender, had been living in a camper van near Praia da Luz in 2007. He had a history of committing crimes against children and had previously served time for the sexual assault of a young girl. Phone records placed Bruckner near the Ocean Club Resort on the night Madeleine vanished. Investigators also uncovered disturbing evidence, including child pornography, in his possession. While he has denied any involvement, German authorities believe he knows more than he is letting on. Despite this, the case against Bruckner remains circumstantial. No direct evidence, such as DNA or a confession, has tied him to Madeleine's disappearance, leaving investigators without the breakthrough they need. Over the years, countless other theories have emerged. Some suggest that Madeleine wandered off on her own and met with an accident. Others speculate that she was taken by someone close to the McCann family. Each theory has added another layer of complexity to an already baffling case. The suspects and theories surrounding Madeleine McCann's disappearance paint a grim picture of missed opportunities, unanswered questions, and endless speculation. Was she abducted by a stranger, the victim of a botched burglary, or is the truth something far more sinister? One thing is certain, every suspect and every theory brings us closer to understanding what really happened that night. Until the truth is uncovered, the case of Madeleine McCann will remain a haunting mystery that continues to captivate the world. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann sent shockwaves around the world. What started as a local missing child case in Praia da Luz quickly became an international story, drawing attention from millions. Media outlets across the globe covered the case extensively, and Madeleine's face became one of the most recognized images in missing person campaigns. Kate and Jerry McCann were determined not to let the world forget their daughter. They launched a global awareness campaign, appearing in interviews and press conferences, pleading for information. The McCanns also created the Find Madeleine Fund, raising millions to support private investigators and public appeals. Their efforts sparked conversations about missing children and child safety, inspiring parents everywhere to be more vigilant. Governments and law enforcement agencies joined the search. In 2013, the UK's Scotland Yard launched Operation Grange, reinvigorating the investigation. Over the years, investigators re-examined leads, re-interviewed witnesses, and pursued new suspects, including Christian Bruckner, the German sex offender identified as a prime suspect in 2020. Despite the passing years, the search has never stopped. In 2023, German authorities conducted a major search at a reservoir near Praia da Luz, believed to have connections to Bruckner. While no significant evidence emerged, the renewed efforts highlighted the ongoing commitment to solving this mystery. Madeleine's case has become a symbol of hope for families of missing children worldwide. Her parents remain steadfast, saying they will never give up until they find answers. This is not just Madeleine's story. It's a story about resilience, love, and the relentless pursuit of justice. The question remains, will the world ever know what truly happened to Madeleine McCann? The disappearance of Madeleine McCann remains one of the most haunting mysteries of our time. Despite years of investigations, countless theories, and global efforts, the truth about what happened that night in Praia da Luz remains elusive. Madeleine's case is a chilling reminder of how a moment can change lives forever. For her parents, the pain of not knowing is matched only by their determination to never stop searching. As we close this chapter, we leave you with one question: will we ever uncover the truth? If Madeleine McCann's story has moved you as much as it has the world, now is the time to take action. Cases like this remind us of the importance of staying vigilant, raising awareness, and keeping the search alive. We need your voice. Share this video with your friends, family, and anyone who might have an interest in true crime. The more people who know about Madeleine's case, the more likely it is that new information could surface. Sometimes, even the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. If you have any thoughts, theories, or questions about this case, let us know in the comments below. We value your perspective, and your engagement can help keep Madeleine's story alive. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more compelling true crime stories. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.